Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Call. I'm Keely McCormick.
I'm Lee Jackson. We do, as always, have a packed show for today. The winner of the Crimson and of the KU presidential elections, the vice president for Crimson and Blue Coalition, who came out on top, is joining us after 8 o'clock, actually. So stay tuned. But let's get to the news. A flight from New York to Dallas had to make an emergency landing yesterday after the engine malfunction. Part of the engine struck a window, breaking the window and sucking a woman partially in it. After several minutes, 2 passengers were able to get the woman all the way back in the plane. The plane eventually landed in Philadelphia. The woman later died. Officials still aren't sure what happened. One passenger described the moment by saying she instantly tried to buy Wi-Fi so that she could reach the outside world. Southwest CEO said in a statement their number one concern was the victim's family. 7 others were hurt in the incident.
And our thoughts and prayers go out to that family. Fired former FBI Director James Comey is on his long-awaited book tour, and he isn't holding any punches, calling Donald Trump a liar and morally unfit to be president. In the book, Comey addresses the interactions he had with the current president and the time around his firing. He also talks about the highly controversial Clinton email, saying there were mistakes made in the way he handled it, but his handling was based off the fact that he thought she should win. Trump hasn't held back since the first interview Sunday that Comey should be in jail.
And moving right along here, something we're used to, tension in the president's cabinet. This time it's between Trump and his UN ambassador, Nikki Haley, after she announced that the U.S. would be sanctioning Russia with the Syrian chemical attacks on Bashar al-Assad. The White House later backtracked that, saying Haley must have been confused. She responded by saying, with all due respect, I don't get confused. But the White House is in fact not implementing the sanctions that Haley announced at the UN. So a big scrumble mess there, but now we do have an answer. As of this point, there will be no sanctions.
And Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's personal lawyer, who is now under criminal investigation, was forced by the judge to reveal its 3rd client that he had yet to reveal. That client turned out to be Fox News opinion host Sean Hannity. Now Hannity is denying that he ever got official legal help, but simply just tips from Cohen. This came as a shock because Hannity has reported the news on Michael Cohen, but has never disclosed the fact that Michael Cohen at some point might have represented him.
Really a shocking term there when they say announced it and it's someone who was defending him. Well, now we know why you've been defending him.
Yes.
Come on, use your journalism skills here. Trump ordered missile strikes on Syria last week. The reasoning behind this was because dictator Bashar al-Assad had used chemical weapons. But now the White House says that they aren't sure if the dictator did in fact use the chemical weapons, but quickly saying, regardless if they were used or weren't used, that the strike was justified.
And last night, a report out of the Washington Post reported that CIA Director Mike Pompeo met with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un over Easter weekend. And after a night of speculation, Donald Trump confirmed via Twitter that the two did in fact meet, saying the meeting went very smoothly and they're working out details now for an upcoming summit.
Wow, that'll be surely interesting. And some sad news to pass along to you this morning. Barbara Bush passed away last night at the age of 92. According to a statement from her husband's office, she was the only woman in American history to have a son and husband who were both elected president. She was the mother of 6 children and was at her husband's side for his entire political career and was the spokesperson for her sons George W. and Jeb when they campaigned for office. And of course, send our best wishes to their family. And when she got out of office, a lot of these public figures have an initiative, and her initiative was to help combat illiteracy and to help people be able to read and write. And so she truly was a patriot and someone who can be modeled after. So we send our condolences to them.
That's right, a very great woman. And coming up after the break, we're going to be back with a special interview from the winner of the KU election. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Wake Up Call. And we want to welcome Charles Jetty. Thank you so much for coming. This is the vice president now. So can you tell me a little bit take us back to last week during the elections, how are you guys feeling as you were waiting to find out who won?
Yeah, well, it's a pretty exhausting process because you're out trying to get votes for about 12 hours a day, just approaching and probably annoying many students, just trying to get them to vote on your phone. So we were pretty exhausted. We were just sitting on the wheel patio, kind of anticipation killing us, waiting for the results. But when they finally do come in, it's just immensely satisfying. Like, I tried to play it out in my head ahead of time to kind of envision what winning would be like, what losing would be like, and honestly, winning really exceeded like my expectations for it.
So did you guys kind of have an idea you were going to win, or was it a close call between the other coalitions?
Frankly, I knew that the other coalitions were very strong. They had a lot of people, and they seemed to be very effective at getting their message out, so I was pretty nervous. But they announced all of our Senate seats ahead of time before they announced the President VP, so we were winning a lot of those, so I was starting to gain some confidence, like, while they were announcing the results.
Okay, so I know a few weeks ago, I think we had your communications director on, and she kind of talked about some things you guys were planning on implementing, like Wi-Fi on the bus, and then the snack bar at the KU Rec. So what are you guys looking to start with?
Really, I think it's best that we start with all of our platforms. So not only addressing issues with parking and transit, the rec, walk-ins, we need to deliver on the promises we made to students starting now. So really we're going to be making sure our schedule's full with meetings with administrators, just to make sure we can start delivering on the promises we made.
Okay, and do you think that you guys will be able to get all of these, all the promises accomplished?
I certainly hope so. Obviously, it's difficult to accomplish exactly what you set out to do, but we'll hope to accomplish at least a version of the things that we promised.
Okay, and when do you think that students will start to see these things being implemented on campus?
Yeah, I think that the summer is a good period for us to really buckle down and get to work on these things. So hopefully students can start to see the results when they get back for classes in the fall.
So will your coalition, or will all of the group from Crimson and Blue be in Lawrence over the summer working, or does everyone go home? How does that work?
It kind of varies year by year. This year, Noah, who's the president, and I both do happen to have internships that are out of state, but I'll be trying to make it down to Lawrence as frequently as I can just to make sure that things are getting done.
So tell me what it looks like to be president and vice president. Do you guys have to attend meetings, or what other things do you have to do?
Yeah, so the president, it's a very external role, so a lot of that is doing things like going to DC to advocate for interest there, Topeka to talk to legislators there, meeting with the chancellor, the provost, things like that, whereas the vice president is kind of more of an internal Senate role, so kind of like the Vice President of the United States, I like preside over the Senate and stuff, chair those meetings, and just make sure that like everything internally is going really smoothly.
So how's you and the president's relationship? Are you guys good friends? Do you think you'll be great like partners to work together?
Yeah, we've developed a good friendship, I'd say, over working together on Senate over the previous year and the campaign. I didn't honestly really know him before this past year, but I've really enjoyed getting to know Noah, and I think he's going to be a great advocate for students.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome. So what is the next step for you guys? Where are you looking to go next?
Well, what's immediately on our mind right now is hiring all of our staff members. So the President VP have what's called the Senate Executive Staff. So we're accepting applications for a number of different positions, from like Communications Director to Treasurer, Government Relations Director, things like that. So the applications are actually open now. Anyone who's interested can actually apply. You can check it out on the Senate Facebook page, and we'll be confirming those hires a week from today, actually.
Oh, okay, cool. So how many people are you looking to hire?
We have 9 vacancies.
9.
Yeah.
I hope you all hear that.
Yeah.
And go and apply. So does this vice president and president, maybe it's different for you and Noah, but does this apply to your major? Are you looking to do something like this in the future?
Frankly, I'm not sure. I am a political science major, so it's kind of relevant to what I'm studying, but I think I'd like to go to law school. I don't know if I'd like to ever seek public office beyond this, but we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. I can't speak for Noah at all. I know he studies economics. So
interesting.
I guess it's somewhat relevant too.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything else you'd like to add about anything upcoming or any other positions?
I'd just like to say that we really want anyone who's interested in coming to Student Senate to come in the fall. So You don't have to be a senator to come to our committee meetings. We have a lot of different committees which represent a lot of different student interests, and it's every other Wednesday. So just drop by the Senate office in the Union if you're interested in that, and we can get you more information. And yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, awesome. Well, congratulations to you guys.
Thank you so much.
And after the break, we'll be back with sports, so stay tuned.
And welcome back to Wake Up Call. Thank you for Charles Jetty for coming on, and best of luck to them. Hopefully they can make our lives a little better here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now it's time for my favorite segment, Weekend Review.
Everyone thinks college students procrastinate, but apparently our parents do too. The service you file your taxes under was partially shut down yesterday as millions were rushing to turn their taxes for the year 2017 and on the last day to do so. There are no words for our next story because, again, there are no words. Beyonce absolutely stole the show Saturday night at Coachella. Many calling it the best performance ever and even leaping to say she was the best performance ever. I know Malik really got a kick out of Beyonce.
I really did love it. That was an amazing show. Best performance ever. Many people are saying, is she the best performer ever? I say, I don't know. Michael Jackson's not alive, but she's definitely a bad, bad woman. The world is mad at Tristan Thompson as it was uncovered that he cheated on Khloe while she was pregnant. How dare you do that to a Kardashian? Khloe did have the baby last week. Naming it, I don't think anyone would be shocked by this. True Thompson.
I heard that there was speculation she might have named it True Kardashian, but she ended up naming it Thompson.
The real speculation is that it is so ironic that your husband or your boyfriend cheated on you. You named your, true loyalty, honesty. Who knows? But what we do know is that there's a baby. So congratulations to Khloe.
Yeah.
The TCU Horned Frogs embarrassed the Jayhawks this weekend at Hoagland Ballpark. Starting off Friday, the Jayhawks matched a season low of 4 hits and tailed a .206 on-base percentage. Despite the scoring low, Taylor Turowski made a big defensive play when TCU's Zach Humphrey hit a line drive into Tursky's leg. He hustled up and got the ball out to first just before Humphrey reached the base. A pretty impressive play by Tursky. Considering the speed of the bat, the final score of the game was TCU 4, KU 2. The second game of the series was a bigger point difference. TCU took the game 13-3. The highlight of Saturday's game, sophomore Mateo Zuniga hit his first career home run at the top of the 9th due to the weather. The final game on Sunday was canceled and TCU took the series 2-0. Oh, that's not good.
It's really not. And sophomore wide receiver Chase Harrell announced that he'll be transferring from KU on Twitter Friday evening. He explained that he will continue his D1 football career elsewhere, and it has nothing to do with the KU program, but because he just needs a fresh start. He thanked the Jayhawk Nation along with his teammates and coaches, and he says that he will start to look for the next chapter of his life.
Do we ever believe that fresh start,
I think.
Did he announce what school he's going to next?
No, he has not announced it yet, but he is looking. He's beginning to look for where he'll end up.
Smells a little fishy to me. The second-ranked Oklahoma Sooners softball team continued their winning streak to 29 games after completing a clean sweep of the Jayhawks. The series concluded after the final game Sunday afternoon with the score of the Sooners 10 and the Jayhawks 1. I mean, whether it's softball or baseball, we just don't seem to be good with the bat. KU only produced 2 hits, and this was the 3rd time the Hawks were swept in Big 12 play this season. Next up, KU will travel to Waco, Texas to battle it out with number 16 ranked the Baylor Bears.
We'll see how we do that. I feel like Baylor always picks up a pretty good.
Well, I hope our bats wake up. Baseball, softball, 13-3, 10-1.
I feel like it's a very up and down season for them. They have really good games, and then they have really rough games.
But that script, if I read it correctly,
we did not have a great weekend.
No. It said we've been swept 3 times in Big 12 play. That's remarkable.
Right. We have been. Well, moving on, KU Track is set to host the 91st annual Kansas Relays. Today, it's the first day of the events. It's the multi-event day. The relays consist of unique events such as street pole vault and a quadrangular competition between KU, K-State, Nebraska, and Harvard.
No, it's Harvard.
This is an event that Jayhawk fans do not want to miss. You can get your tickets on KU Athletics website at kuathletics.com, and that's where our wonderful teacher, news director, mentor is today. He's left us to go announced at the track relays. So we are without him today,
But we're so good.
he's dearly missed.
So good. We got this. We got this. Alrighty. The KU men's golf team walked away with a 4th place finish from the Hawkeye Invitational this weekend. Despite a rain delay on Saturday, the 22nd overall finish tied the highest score of the season and brought KU's regular season to an end. Next up, the team will be at the Big 12 Championship in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The 3-day event begins next Monday, where the team will look for its shot at a 3rd consecutive appearance in the NCAA regionals. So, I mean, their clubs are working better than our bats are. So,
Golf is an interesting sport.
Is
I'm
it?
not the best, really not the best, but I think it's kind of interesting how people are good at it because I think it's impossible.
yeah. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we have some, of course, great news for you guys.
Great news, good news, the best news.
And a funny video, something to leave you walking away with a big old laugh. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Wake Up Call. Now time for Keely's favorite segment. I come bearing good news.
That's right, I like that. Zoo officials captured a very special moment at Smithsonian's National Zoo in Washington, D.C. this weekend. First-time mother Kalaya, a gorilla, gave birth to her son on Sunday, and we have a video of the mother cradling the newborn, so let's check this video out. Oh, it's so cute. It's so little.
Interesting.
Yeah, just a very cute video to keep you guys smiling and laughing.
Yeah, the gorilla.
The gorilla.
I don't know about that one, Kayla.
I think it's cute. I liked it. I thought it was worth talking about.
One. Hey, gorillas have kids every day. Let's do another gorilla baby video
It's
next
cute.
week.
Okay, we'll do a gorilla baby each week.
And then maybe also like an elephant being born and a giraffe
Yeah.
thing. But let's just keep doing these animal
Babies are
births.
cute.
It happens every day. I'm just kidding. Always something fun to watch. Zach Severs, a baseball player in Illinois, brought his college baseball game to the backyard of a loved one. His grandmother is chronically ill, but also Severs' biggest fan. She was not able to make it to his baseball game because of the illness, so her grandson brought the game to her. They gathered in her backyard while she watched the game from the window and was able to cheer on her favorite player one more time. Severs said she was very surprised, and it was something that he will always remember. And that is nice, you know?
That's a nice one.
Being someone who has had their grandmother pass away that I was super close to, not being able to watch my beautiful face every Wednesday and Friday on TV, I can understand how powerful that moment must have felt, not only for him and for her. And that's, you know, something he will not only remember for the rest of his life, but he can cherish it, and it's a good story.
And it was really nice that he wanted to go, and the rest of his teammates agreed and said, yeah, we'll do this for our teammate and go play in the back of his grandma's yard. So, very cute, sweet story that we love to hear on Wake Up Call.
Go see Severs.
Yeah, all right, well, we have a pretty funny video that we want to toss to you right now, so you guys can check that out.
I am from Japan, and I don't chop this cheese without them counting. 1, 2, 3.
Time. How much longer does this have?
Let me show you Uranus, okay? All right, there's Uranus right there. You see it? You see it?
Dad, where's my anus?
Okay, so we played that video because there are rumors about Vine 2 coming back. I've always been a huge fan of Vine. I really get a kick out of those little, how many, 6-second?
Yeah, a little thing. I used to like Vine because when the videos used to come out, it was so natural and easy, and it was genuinely funny. It's stuff that was just off the cuff that people didn't even realize would be so funny in 6 seconds. But then to me, it got to prepare people to put too much in it, and it lost that natural value. And I said, eh.
That's
But
true.
hey, if you want a burger, Then eat a burger. If he wants some french fries, then eat some french fries.
Wow.
Shout out to Young Poppy right there, one of the biggest Vine people ever. That's one of the greatest Vines I've ever seen, because if you want a burger, then eat a burger.
Vine 2 will be very exciting. Hopefully we can get a little more of that. Maybe Malik and I will start making Vines.
I don't know.
I think
Will we?
I think we could get some funny ones.
Wake Up Call Vine version 6-second news.
Ooh, I like
Get
it.
to
It'd be
deliver
like
the
a
news in
really
6 seconds.
quick weekend review.
Let's try to do one of our A-block stories. Which A-block story do you want to do? We can do. Let's do Comey. Yeah,
Okay.
Let's do Comey.
Good morning, wake up, call. I'm Kim McCormick.
I'm legit. Oh, that's too long
Yes,
already.
too quick,
That's
it's too
more
quick.
like, that's her, I'm me. Comey has a book. It's bad. It's good. There, you go. There we go.
That's
6
good.
seconds.
Hey.
We're in. We're out. The business is
Well,
done.
we are learning in our journalism classes that we need to get the news out quick, so maybe we should start doing this.
Yeah, maybe quick. You know, they've always taught journalism classes funny. But hey, quick, fast, slow, in between, as long as you get the news that matters to you, right?
That's all that matters,
Hey,
Malik.
hey. I'm from Minnesota. Eh?
No, he's not from Minnesota.
I just left my bag back there, but
He's from Kansas, but loves to say he's from the
Georgia.
rest of the world.
How got any plans for this weekend?
Oh, I have London orientation on Saturday, and that's about it.
That is so cool.
Oh, so cool.
So
What are you going to be
cool.
doing this weekend?
Actually, I'm going to be doing a lot this week. And make sure you tune in Friday. I'll be anchoring that show this Friday. This beautiful face.
And Monday.
Also, wait, let me say my piece. Oh, you trying to get my time? And then Friday night, I'm actually going to a formal, and I'll show you guys the picture next Wednesday. We'll bring that
He's
picture.
very excited
in.
about his outfit.
The outfit's gonna be, and my director has formal. Me and my director are gonna be at the same formal. Mama, yeah.
Exciting.
And so I'll be seeing her, hanging out with her, hopefully. Awesome, because she's an awesome person. But then Sunday, I'm gonna try to make it out to the Tom Strong 5K.
Malik and I
Maybe
will hopefully both be there.
broadcasting, possibly, if not participating, burning off some calories.
Quick jog.
Yeah.
Well, tune in to the next on Friday and KUJH on Monday to see me talking about sports, Malik talking about entertainment.
That's what we like to do. We like to be on TV and talk.
That's
And
right.
you guys love to watch us. For Katie McCormick, I'm Malik Jackson. We so very much appreciate you joining us this morning. And we'll see you right back here next Wednesday at 9 a.m.